Live from Hickory, it's country-ish. Alan?
Just a country boy, and he's making it good. He was Shaw's underdog, dressed in beer overalls, living next to the wood. He liked to eat the sushi, but he don't even fish. Not so much a country boy, it's more like he's country-ish. Moved out of Hickory and headed for Southern Cal. Wound up in TV and film, making popsicle proud. Now this country boy is back with his family. Got himself a podcast, he knows it'll last, 'cause he's in Hickory.
That's right. I am from Hickory, and I'm happy about it. Hope you're happy, healthy, safe, and sound, no matter where you are. Let me get this out of the way. What up, bumpkins? Thanks for coming back. You guys are about to watch and or listen to a remarkable episode of Country-ish. Episode 55. Got a lot going on, a lot of moving parts. Looky here. I got another Screen Actors Guild residual check. Somebody might be able to win this. We're going to play that game. Also zooming in, bass guitarist for both Striper and Firehouse. Yes, I'm talking about Perry Richardson is going to be on the show. Also, this guy's kind of famous. He's got sharp teeth and claws, and he loves the Carolina Panthers. That's right, Sir Purr, the original Sir Purr, the guy that started the whole thing for my career, the guy that invited me out to dance with him on the field back in 1995, 96. His real name is Tommy Donovan. He's going to be on the show. Stick around for that. And we got a great small town news story. But let me also tell you, we're going live. We're live right now on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And we're reading your comments. I got two interns back over here that are reading your comments. We got Isaiah and then Elliot. There they are. One is reading Facebook and one is reading YouTube comments. And we're going to, from time to time, we'll check in with them and see if you guys left an interesting comment. And maybe we'll read it and give you a shout out. How's that? But let me get to the man sitting across the table from me. I'm going to introduce him. This guy's sitting across from me, a very tall man. Yeah, coming in at about 13 feet 7 inches tall. Very mysterious man as well. We like to call him the Southeastern Man of Mystery. I'm talking about the one, the only Sebastian. How you doing, buddy?
Fantastic.
I love the hat.
Thank you. I'm getting taller with this.
Yeah, I like it also because it's not just a ball connected to it's got a little string on it too.
Yeah.
So you could actually
Oh, I'm going to whale it before it's over with. It's going to be a good show.
Yeah, you could hurt somebody with that thing.
Yeah. Put your eye out.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
We got lots to talk about.
Yeah, but whoa. Before we talk about anything else.
Oh, okay.
So we've been in kind of production, and what is up with this shirt that you have on?
My shirt?
Yeah, because I am distracted for the last hour with this fake rope, hairy chest, black vest, Christmas sweater,
It's messed
tattooed
up,
sleeves.
Yeah.
You didn't pay for this?
I did pay for this.
Really?
I paid a lot for this.
Really?
I did. I paid way too much for this. I got this, I want to say maybe it was like 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. Last minute at a Belk at Valley Hills Mall. It was like 2 days before Christmas, and someone was having one of them ugly Christmas thing, sweater parties. And I'm like, I don't have anything. So I went to the mall last minute. I'm looking around, and I found this thing. Now, it's not a sweater. Feel the material. What is that, like a spandex sort of?
Kind of sexy.
Yeah, it feels good. So it's not like I'm not hot with a sweater on.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's disgusting. It's some, like, biker-looking dude's hair, chesty, chest hair, and he's got like these are supposed to be his arms that are like tattooed
candy canes and snowmen.
Yeah, but it's like and he's wearing
It's
a
cute.
green sweater vest over or under his leather vest.
There's so much going
There's a
on.
lot going on in this sweater.
I mean, you could look at this all night.
Yeah, but I like it. It's actually feels good on my skin.
If you feel good in it,
Yeah,
I'm for it.
I feel like it makes me sexier.
I think so.
It's like an animal.
Maybe some comments from Facebook or YouTube or
yeah.
something, because tell John what you think about this, because I've not seen anything quite like this. He's even the little button ho. I mean, okay.
Yeah, yeah. There you
Okay.
go. So I think this might be my favorite ugly Christmas sweater. I don't know if you count it as a sweater, but shirt that I have.
Yeah.
I love this thing. And yeah, well, thank you. Yeah, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Also, did you notice the new little guy we got here?
Yes, I like this. I've noticed this, and I'm trying to figure out, is this appropriate? Because Santa is riding a bald eagle.
Yes, he is.
New set piece.
Right. I
You
got
picked this
this
up?
at a Goodwill.
Of course you did.
A shocker. And I was like, maybe I'll give this to Stamos. And I thought, like, no, I'm going to give this to us. Because, Christmas is
Yeah.
here. And what is more country-ish than
Santa riding on an
Claus
eagle.
riding American Eagle? So he don't need no reindeer.
Hell yeah.
Reindeer, that's communism bullshit.
Yeah.
We got a damn American Eagle
Yeah.
that Santa rides on, like Pegasus. And what's in? Did you notice there's a fish in his bag of goodies?
That's to feed him and makes him fly.
That's to feed the eagle. Well, I wonder what this eagle's name is. It can't be Rudolph. We should paint a red beak on that guy.
Rudy the eagle.
Rudy the eagle.
Yeah, it's Rudy.
I like that. Let's check in with the interns one more time. Isaiah. Let me say this too. We're everywhere. We're on iHeartRadio, Pandora, Spotify, Spotify, Spotify. That sounds horrible.
The country came out in you on that.
Stitcher, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, whatever. We're on everything. So we are listener supported as well. So if you want to help out the podcast, go to countryish.com. Click on support. You can be a supporter. Many different levels you can help. But if you got no money and you still want to help us out, all you got to do is write a review on iTunes or Apple Podcasts. And if it's a nice review, we'll read it on the air and give you a shout out. And this is where Isaiah comes in. Isaiah, I believe you told me earlier we might have a new iTunes review. Is this true?
Yeah, we have a brand new iTunes review.
All right. I cannot keep talking. I'm going to turn it up in here. I can barely hear you in here. Read it.
Norman Toe gave us 5 stars, and he said, funny stuff, love the show, learn of the podcast on John Boy and Billy.
John Boy and Billy shout out.
Yeah. John Boy and Billy. What's the person's name again?
Norman Toe.
Norman?
Yeah,
Toe.
Norman.
Spell that.
Like Norman. Norman.
We talk about the last part.
Then T-O-E?
No, T-O-W, like tow
Toe,
truck.
like a tow truck.
T-O-W. Norman.
Yeah, like a tow truck.
Well, toe.
There's two
Also,
toes.
you can spell it T-O-E. That's why I'm asking you to spell it. Norman Toe. All right. Thank you, Isaiah. Let's go to Elliot real quick. Elliot is not just reading comments. He's also the guy that goes out and looks for new guests for the show. And he's gotten a lot of good guests. In fact, he helped us get Perry Richardson that's going to be on the show. But I'm curious, what irons in the fire do you have today, or what else can you catch us up on? And how you doing, buddy?
I'm fine. How about yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Great.
Well, back at episode 52, you presented Mr. Stamos with a gift. Isaiah, would you please? And nobody could figure out what it was.
Yes, I remember this. Episode 52, during the Goodwill Hunting game, I gave that thing to Stamos, not knowing what it was, But knowing how Stamos is a mechanically inclined human being, he's a blue-collar worker, maybe he would understand this better than me, and he had no clue either. Now, have you seen this?
I don't first time I've seen it.
Yeah, hold it up again.
Hold it up. I know what that
See,
is.
it looks like something from Star Wars.
See, I'm in
It
the-
looks
got-
like Darth Vader's helmet.
Could be something like I said it was Darth Vader's alarm clock. But what do you say it is?
Well,
Do you already know?
I am a gymologist.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, among my other many talents. Most people don't believe this.
GYM. You love going to the gym and
Gym,
working
not
out.
GM, GYM, like TOW.
Oh, wait.
TOE.
Stop talking. I want to do something real quick.
Yeah.
I'm going to spell 3 different words.
Okay.
And I want you to pronounce them as quickly as you can.
Okay.
JIM.
Gym.
GEM.
Gym.
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 There you go.
GEM. Gymologist.
Yeah. Okay. JAM.
Jam on it.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so you're a gymologist.
Yes. Looks to me like a rock tumbler.
Well,
a
I
version of one.
We had no idea what it was, and you're exactly right, I believe, right, Elliot?
Yes, well, he kind of stole my thunder, but yes,
I
absolutely.
apologize. Elvis.
No,
This
look.
is too
Exactly
Hey,
what
this
it
is
was.
why maybe he should have been on that episode. You know, this was an episode without you. So,
Yep.
pull up. Does Alan? Do you have any kind of images of what this thing is? There it is. You are exactly right, Sebastian. It is a toy rock tumbler.
It's a small rock tumbler, not a commercial rock tumbler, but it does do okay. Polish it.
When I got it, it did not come with that middle part. So it's empty.
Oh, well, you're missing the
It's
missing
useless,
the barrel. It's
right?
useless.
So we had no idea what this thing was.
That's why
we
I
didn't get
understand.
the rocks, the starter kit. We didn't get the lube.
You got to have the lube if you're going to have a rock tumbler.
That's right. If you want to get your rocks off, you're going to need lube. Huh? It's a rock tumbler. What'd you say?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for that, Elliot. Any new guests lined up? Anybody you working on?
Yes, but we'll save that for next week.
Okay, I appreciate that. Some of you may have noticed there's a box sitting here. Now,
What's in?
wait, yeah.
No,
have you
no,
noticed this?
I did notice.
I didn't want to go to it. Sometimes we
I
do
didn't
this
wanna
at the
say
end, but I think we should do it at the top of the show because this was not sent in from a fan, technically. This was
okay.
sent in from James Gregory,
Ooh, the funniest man in the world.
America.
America. Sorry,
Yeah,
America.
he doesn't take
He
the
doesn't
world.
take the world.
No.
He gives you the world.
He says he's the funniest man in America back when there were only 13 states. That's how old he is. That's his joke, by the way.
It's his
Yeah,
joke.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I like that.
So episode 51,
Yeah.
James Gregory, he said he was going to send me a box full of his merchandise. And that is what this is. Alan, in case you're wondering, what is in?
Who's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
what
you,
is
Brad
in it?
Pitt.
Thank you.
From the movie. Come on, take a guess. That's why I'm asking you because I knew you didn't know. Brad Pitt. It's a movie, and there's a box, and he wants to know what's in the box. What's the movie, Sebastian? Don't help him. I'll give you a hint.
Tell me.
It's a number.
13. Is that it?
No. No. Lower.
Lower? 7?
Yeah. The movie's 7. All right.
That's the perfect number. Ooh.
Oh, look at here. Thank you, James Gregory.
Oh, he tells you he is the funniest man in America.
Wow, look at this. 4 DVDs of his stand-up comedy. Could be a CD. We got one just live. James Gregory live. Yep. Yeah, read those off.
We got James Gregory, The Legend Continues.
Uh-huh.
Grease Gravy and John Wayne's Mama.
Love the
Beef
titles.
Stew for the Brain.
Oh, that's great. Those are DVDs, and we
Fantastic.
got
And
CDs.
CDs.
We got a hat. James Gregory. It could be a law. I don't know. Funniest man in America. Look at this hat, dude.
It looks like what James Gregory would wear.
This looks
It's
like
probably from his head.
my mother was going to love this hat. I cannot wait. And here we got a T-shirt. Let's see what the T-shirt said. Open that up and show
Okay.
it to the camera there.
Oh,
It's a long sleeve.
ooh, I need this in winter.
Yeah, it could be a long. I don't know. And then it's
the
got
back?
him on the sleeve, and
Oh,
it's
on
got
the sleeve.
got a little sleeve action. And oh, there's a note. I got 2 notes. And I'll open this one. It just says John, and I like it that James spelled my name right.
Yeah.
James Gregory. Oh, here we go. Oh my gosh, his handwriting. Hi, John. I really enjoyed being with you podcast, and look forward to hopefully seeing you the next time I'm going through North Carolina. Maybe we can have lunch. Thanks again, James Gregory. Oh, how nice.
Oh.
Yeah. And then there's another thing. What is this? It's in the envelope. Oh, it says, John, this is my newest CD.
Okay.
Oh, gosh, it just is like the Russian stackable dolls.
Yeah.
Just keeps going. Oh, my goodness. There's a lot here. James Gregory's Crock Pots and Chicken Legs is a complicated love letter to the South from an unsung legend. Oh, my goodness. I'm not reading all this, but there's a lot of stuff here. This must describe this new CD, Crock Pots and Chicken Legs. I'm going to check that out.
Awesome.
Thank you, James Gregory. Yeah, if you want to know what that's all about, go look up episode 51 of Country-ish. So much to talk about. We're already at 8:21. I'm going to go a little bit longer. Stay on hold. I know we got a lot of people on hold, but I do want to touch on a couple of things. There's vaccines out now.
Yep.
Are you
I
excited
heard
about this?
I am super excited.
Well, look, I know there's a lot of people that just ain't going to get it. Mm-hmm. That's fine. But there's a lot of people who are going to get it, and that's great too.
Yeah.
I'm excited for those people. Like, let's get it. And if you want to take it, please take it. Please do it. Like, I've already had COVID. I had it in July. I feel like I might be immune. And I'm not the first guy on the totem pole that's going to get the shot. We're going to get old people first,
Yeah.
and the healthcare workers, right?
Right.
My point is this. Now that we have a, 95% effective vaccine that's out there, come November, it's going to be great for when you come on the Jon Reep cruise.
Exactly.
That's my point.
So we can all be safe.
Yep.
All have a great time like we did last time.
That's right.
With double the fun. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a lot more fun. Because now we're pros.
Now we're professionals at
Yes.
this, and we've extended it.
Yeah.
Last time was 3 days. This time in 5 days.
5 days.
There it is. Alan's got it pulled up. If you go to johnreep.com and you click on the cruise, Reep's Peeps cruise, that's how many people we had last time. We booked probably just around 50 cabins, which made for about 100 people on the last one. Right now, we've got about 35 cabins booked. And let me just tell you about this cruise, in case this is the first time you're hearing about it. We leave Port Canaveral November the 6th. We go to a private beach in Haiti where it's got the world's longest zip line over water, and we have a day at sea where we just do whatever. Then we stop in the Bahamas, Nassau, and then another day at sea, and we come back. That's 5 days. We're doing a podcast, and we're doing karaoke. 80s
Bring your
themed.
outfits.
Bring your 80s themed outfit.
What a blast last year.
Oh my gosh, that was one of my funnest. My favorite time was doing karaoke on that ship, or just hanging out with everybody.
Yeah.
Like just hanging out with people.
And that's
was
what's the
fun.
great thing about it, because when you go with your wife on a cruise, I've done this many times, you have to go meet everyone.
Yeah.
You want to hang out with people, but it's good to be with your wife or your husband or whatever, but you want to meet people.
Right.
And now everybody's together.
Right.
It's easy to meet people. You're all hanging out together. You're all at the hot tub or the pool together.
Yeah.
And it's very easy to socialize and have a good time.
It honestly, I cannot wait. And everyone's got cabin fever, and now that this vaccine is out,
gonna be great.
the reason why I'm bringing it up is like if you've been thinking about it and you're worried about it, well now you can be a little less worried. Come get on the boat with me, sorry Johnny Poovy, and know that we're gonna have a good time. Comedy, karaoke, podcast, all the meeting and greeting you can handle, and
It's cheaper than the Red Roof, dude. It's cheaper than the Red Roof and a bad night.
Right.
Right?
And I kind of want to make this offer. You're going to be there.
I'm going to be there.
Stamos is going to be there.
He's going to be there.
My mom's going to be there.
She's awesome.
My son Tucker's going to be there.
Oh, he's the worm champ. He beat us in the sexiest man contest, but let me tell you something, Tucker. Next time, I'm coming prepared.
Yeah. So hopefully they'll do that again. And let's see, who else? We got Keith and Julie. All right, these are just some of the names I'm throwing out there. I think Alan Jackson's going to come.
The Alan Jackson.
The Alan Jackson. I mean, he's working on it. He's got a big move.
Working on it.
He's working on it. But there's a good chance that he's going to be on the ship. But I kind of want to throw – I've been thinking about doing something.
Something crazy?
Well, kind of what I did last time with you and Stamos.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking of doing it with – see, I got you hooked already.
Oh,
I got you and Stamos hooked last time. I gave you the candy up front for free.
Yeah.
And then you come back. But I'm thinking about doing this. If we hit a certain number of cabins, like I said, right now we've only booked 35. Last year we booked 50. If we get to 55 cabins, that means I can afford to give a cabin to someone. And I want to make this offer. And this, again, I'm saying if we get to this number, I am going to give one cabin to either intern Isaiah or Elliot the intern. Did you hear that, boys?
We heard.
Yeah,
What are we thinking about this?
I mean, I would love to go on a cruise.
November the 6th through 11th. What about you, Elliot?
I think I've mentioned to you before, Linda's afraid of any body of water that's bigger than a rain puddle, so
So you're
Isaiah
out.
can have it.
Are you forfeiting already?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, look at this. Isaiah, it's your cabin now. If we get to 55.
Okay.
We're at 35, 36, actually. I just talked to Johnny Poopy beforehand. If we get to 55, you get a free cabin.
We're going to make it.
And now you have to decide, who are you bringing? I mean, are you going to stay in the cabin by yourself, or are you going to bring somebody? Think about that.
Think about it. I got a few girls I'll talk to you about Isaiah later.
Maybe
There you go.
he wants to come alone and see what he can do. Maybe you could bring your mom. Very supportive of the podcast and always drives you here.
We love your mom. Don't bring your mom.
Maybe you could bring your dad and his new wife.
Dad just commented and said, "Bring Dad."
Bring dad. So I'm saying it's up to you who you will choose to bring, if anyone. But that offer does not exist until we hit 55 cabins, and we're at 36. We got a long way to go.
Got promo.
All right, so everybody, you want to get him on the boat? Book a cabin. Come hang out with us. It's going to be fun. All right. What else? Oh, yeah, the MVP show we did. We're going to put that on the Christmas episode, which will be next week. I mentioned to some people that it would be this week, but we're going to save it for the Christmas episode. So look for that next week. If you're at MVP and you're like, when are you going to show that thing? That will happen next week. Also, I'm going to read a letter that I got from the girl from Russia.
I love talking
I
about
told
Russia.
you she actually responded to me.
Yep.
And then I said, well, why don't you zoom into the show? And so she responded to that. We're going to get to that in a minute. But we got people on hold. Am I right, Alan Jackson? Yeah. We got to do this because sitting in front of you, how many checks you got there,
We
buddy?
got 4 checks.
Four checks. Let me just tell the audience something. I did a lot of acting back in my day. And I'm still available for acting parts if you're also a casting director or a producer, Todd Garner, if you want me to do something. I'm still available for acting, but I've also done a lot of acting. I've done some commercials, I've done some sitcoms, I've done some movies, and I've done some adult films I don't like to talk about. But when they air them, they have to pay you. And those are called residual checks. And I get them in the mail from time to time. I don't know how much they are or what they are until I open them. But we made a game out of it because the amounts are ridiculous. Sometimes they're a penny. I've seen pennies.
Pennies.
I have. I've seen other people, actors, check for a penny. It costs more to mail it. And then some are, $5,000, $6,000. Who knows?
Who knows?
We don't know till we open the envelope. But here's the game. I open the envelope. I tell you what it's for. I tell you how it's airing. You guess the amount. Closest person to the amount wins the game. If you get it exactly right, I give you the check. It's a game. that we like to call
How much is that Screen Actors Guild residual
check. All right. Now, I'm letting you pick it so everyone knows this is not rigged in any way
Not rigged in any way. I
whatsoever.
was going to pick number 3 completely sealed, but now I'm going to change it. I'm going to go back to number 1.
Number one. Envelope numero uno. Let's open it up and let's get to this. Hopefully it's not a bill. Sometimes you get bills. Nope, this is a check. Okay, this is a check. And alrighty.
Alrighty.
Oh, I have not seen this one in a while.
Ooh.
Okay. Sebastian.
Yes.
In my hands, I am holding one residual check for a TV show. The company was FX Network. Also aired on Amazon Prime. Very funny female comedian named Tig Notaro had her own show called One Mississippi. And I did one episode of that. And this is for that one episode. Did you ever, and it's okay, obviously, you don't see everything I do. Did you ever see that show?
I never saw Tignatara.
Yeah. It's a great show. It's no longer with us. Like most shows, it's gotten canceled. But it's great. Tig Notaro is hilarious, by the way. She was on, gosh, she's done so many things. One of the funniest things I've ever seen her do was a late night appearance on the Conan O'Brien show. And she was talking about how she was having a bad set doing comedy at a comedy club. Like her bit was about not doing well at a comedy club. And as she's doing her bit, like within the story, she says she accidentally hits the stool on stage. And when it moved, it made like a fart noise. Like it went like that. And the crowd laughed at that. And she goes, is that what we like? Okay. And she walks over to the stool. She goes, let's see if I can do it again. And she pushes it, and it did the same noise. Now, she's telling the story about this time. But within the story, she's actually pushing the stool on stage during a Conan O'Brien set, and it's making the same noise. It's very hard to explain, but it's funny. It's very, very funny. She's very funny. Yeah. One Mississippi on Amazon
Mississippi.
Prime. Yeah. Great show.
Crooked Larry.
And in this episode, I played a Civil War reenactor soldier. Yeah. And I was her brother's best friend from like college.
How long do you think you were on the show?
Oh, these are great questions. In this one episode, I popped in 2 different times.
Two times.
Yeah. I had one scene out by the Civil War reenactment battleground.
That's worth $13.
And I had another scene at a church doing like a Wednesday night supper.
Jesus down there. So I'm going to say
One episode,
$27.87.
$27 and
87 cents.
87 cents. You are locked in. I don't know how to lock you. I'm tired of locking people in. It takes up too much time. Let's just quit with the locks. All right. Intern Isaiah, what is your guess?
$45.95.
How many?
$45.95.
95 cents. Okay. You're locked in too. Alan, you're writing these down. Let me know if I'm going too fast, Alan. Okay. Elliot, you want to play?
Sure. And just so you know, that episode, it actually aired in 2 separate episodes that you were on.
Fact check.
Well,
Fact check, Elliot. Fact check.
Wait, tell me more.
Well, the Civil War reenactment part was in the first episode, and the church scene was in the second episode.
You're telling me that I was in 2 episodes
I
of
need
One
to read-
Mississippi?
That's what I'm telling you.
How come I didn't know this?
Because you didn't watch
That's why you pay me the big bucks.
I thought all that was in one episode.
They probably filmed it as 1 episode, but when it aired, it was in 2. I will show you.
This is interesting.
Man, I messed my guess up.
We got to get Tig Notaro on the horn here because I thought pretty clearly this was just in one episode. But I don't doubt you, Elliot, because I know your crack research team over there doesn't make mistakes. Well, knowing all that, Elliot, what's your guess?
$48.12.
$48.12. All right, that's all the in-house votes or guesses. Let's go to the phone lines. And Alan, give me a number. How many people? You are live on Country-ish. Who am I talking to? Go for Jon Reep. Hello there. Who am I talking to? I don't hear
This
anything.
is intern Isaiah's dad.
Oh, intern Isaiah's dad. Oh, yeah. What's your name again?
Rick.
Rick?
Yeah.
That's right. I was quizzing you. It is Rick. That's one guess. You got that one right. Okay, Rick.
So did I win?
You won that. You get no money for that. It's your own name. Okay, Rick. What is your guess?
I'm saying 37.55.
37 what?
$37.55.
It's different than you, man.
Oh, you got the.
That
you
must
didn't
be
get-
from Mom's side then. Okay. All right, Alan. Put him on hold and let's go to the next phone call. We're going to rifle through these. Which is it, raffle or rifle through? Jon Reep here. You're on the Country-ish show. Who am I talking to?
Oh, this is Brian Shepard.
Brian Shepard.
Yep.
Oh, what a perfect time for a shepherd to be calling in for the Christmas time season
Yes.
show, possibly. We'll have one more show before Christmas. All right,
Right.
Mr. Shepard, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Illinois.
Illinois.
Right. Shout
All
out to
right.
Illinois.
Are you in the one of the Quad Cities?
Yeah, I'm called Rockford.
Rockford. I know where that is. There's
Little-
Quad Cities. You got Moline, Davenport, Rockford, and Beddendorf.
No, Rockford's not part of them.
Oh, you about to use? You got Harry Potter.
But
confused
did I not
with
get?
that.
But I got the other ones right, didn't I?
Yep. That's a little bit southwest.
All right. Well, Mr. Shepard from Illinois, what is your guess?
I'm gonna go 1537.
Low baller?
All right. Look at my face, everyone.
Oh.
Something happened when he said that.
Oh,
$15.37.
That's correct.
That sounds like a good. I don't know. It sounds like a good guess. All right, Alan, put him on hold. Let's see who else we got on the horn. We're taking live phone calls on the Country-ish show. You're on the show. Who am I talking to?
Kayla.
Kayla?
Yeah.
Kayla Reep?
After you. No.
Okay, Kayla, what's your last name?
Kayla Smith.
Oh, see, I have a niece named Kayla, and you honestly sound just like her.
Okay.
I thought you were my brother's daughter.
I will take that as a compliment. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So what were you about to say, Kayla?
So I was going to go higher until I raised your eyebrow. So I'm going to go 14, 13.
$14.13. And what was your
13
guess
cents.
going to be?
31.13.
oh, them 13s, Kayla. Them's dangerous.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Right.
She likes them ones
She
and
likes
threes.
them 13s.
All right, well,
I do.
let's go with her first guess, Alan, since you're writing them down. And thank you for calling in, Kayla. Alan, how many people do
Thank
we
you.
have in the bullpen, you think?
How many do you want? Because we can.
Oh, jeez. This, you know, it tells me that we're growing in popularity, and that's a good thing. And I appreciate everybody for calling in. Let's do, because we got another guy zooming in. Let's do three more? Huh?
3 more?
Okay, they'll do three more. And you're picking them at random, so it doesn't matter when they called in.
Yeah, sure. Here you go. Hold on.
I don't know. I'm not in charge. Hey, this is John. You're on the Country-ish show. Who am I talking to?
This is Shane Flint in Stafford, Virginia.
All right, Mr. Flint, thanks for calling in again, buddy. We got a lot of people on hold, so I just want to get your guess and move on. How you doing? What's your guess?
Doing great, and the guess is 1511.
Oh,
15-11. Okay. All right. I like it. This game gets good as you
oh,
go.
you're fighting now.
Right? Because people are watching at home. They're studying my poker face.
Yeah.
and I do have tells.
You do a lot.
I would not be good at poker, and I'm not good at poker. But put him on hold. Let's go to the next phone call. This is fun. I like playing this game. You never know how much these checks are going to be, and I forgot all about this show. You're on the show. Who am I talking to?
Dana Gillespie.
Here's what I heard. I don't know what he said.
Yeah.
This is a game I play in my live appearances, too. I heard, Dana Gillespie.
That's it. That's what he said.
What's your name?
Dana Gillespie.
Dana Gillespie.
Yeah.
There it is.
All right.
Huntington, West Virginia.
Dana from West Virginia.
$7.80.
All right. Thank you. I still don't know if I got your name right. Is it David or Dana?
Dana.
Dana. Okay, very good. Thank you, Dana. I appreciate that guess. Put them on hold. Let's keep going. We're live on the country. Hi, Jon Reep. Who am I talking to?
Hi, John. It's Samantha.
Samantha Dawn Kingston. I know you've been watching. You've been studying my face. You probably zoomed into it. You're looking at the cracks in my face trying to figure out which way to guess. What is your guess, Samantha?
1625.
Wow, we got a lot of blockers here.
Well, that's how this. I think this is what the evolution of the game is.
Yeah, that's what they call later.
See, some people are going to be like, I don't want to be the first one because I want to sit back and get the guess. That's why I go to you.
I can't
first.
win. They all.
You're in here with me now. You're already a winner.
I'm a winner.
All right, put her on hold, Alan. I think this might be the last one. All right, last caller. You're on the air with Jon Reep. Who am I talking to?
This is Brent Holiday.
Brent Holiday, just in time for the holidays.
Shepherds and the holidays.
We got Shepherds, holidays. All right, buddy. You've been listening. You've been watching. Actually, first, I want to know where you're calling from.
I'm calling from Ohio.
OH!
Hi.
IO.
There it is. See, the last time someone called in from
They
Ohio,
didn't know.
they didn't
They
know.
weren't
They said,
real-
"Oh, I just moved here." I'm like, yeah, I could tell. I tested you. He passed the Ohio test. What part of Ohio are you in?
I'm in a little town called Washington Courthouse.
Oh, wow. So it's so small they put it inside of the courthouse.
It just about fits.
What city are you close to that I would know?
We're kind of between Dayton and Columbus.
Gotcha. Well, I'm going to be in Columbus at the Funny Bone later on in 2021. Look up my tour dates, and I want you to come, okay?
I tell you what, my wife and I, we always look forward to it. We've seen you 4 times.
Oh, I love this guy.
Awesome.
All right, I'm rooting for you, buddy.
He's giving you a tail
Now,
right
listen,
now.
I'm rooting for you, and you've heard the other guesses. What is your guess?
I'm gonna go with $17.11.
Oh.
I didn't hear the change part. 17 what?
1711.
1711. All right. That's it.
Wrap.
All right, we'll do one more. Alan wants one more. We'll do one more. All right, we'll take one more phone call. You're on the show. Who am I talking to?
This is Sean with a U, Kelly.
Sean with a U, Kelly. All right, Sean with a U, Kelly. Look, this guy's a regular. He's
regular.
He's a supporter.
He needs to talk to his mom about how she spelled his name, but that's okay.
We like this guy. He calls in a bunch. Sean with the U, Kelly. What's your guess?
I'm going to go with $16.69.
Oh, they're close.
Of course.
There it is. We want to get that 69 in there.
Hey,
16.
Sean, if you win this, I'm be in Florida this weekend. I expect you to buy me a drink.
I got you again, Sebastian. I got you.
All right. That's it. We're closing the phone lines. All the guesses are in. And obviously, someone got closer than others. And what we've decided to do this time, there's going to be a winner of the check. Someone's going to go home, or not go home with. I'm going to mail this check to someone because someone got really close, and I want them to have the check. And I did this with the last one. I mailed it. Like, I know how to do it. I looked it up. I signed it, over.
Signed it over to
I
them.
put it in an envelope and I mailed
official.
it. Yeah.
You think
Like,
they
and
can-
I don't even know if you can cash them. But what I'll do is I'll take a Sharpie and I'll mark out the things that I think you don't need to know about me. And then I'll give you this. I'm going to mail
Somebody's
it to you.
going to get the check tonight.
Yeah. So you could even just keep it, or you don't have to cash it if you want to. You can. So Alan, here's what we got to do. You need to run this in there and let Alan look at it, so that he can. We'll have a runner, so that he can figure out who got the closest. Because this is where math is involved, and you know this. I don't do math. I'm not good at math. We have calculators. I stopped doing math a long time ago. So what we're going to do is have Alan. Alan now has the check. He's going to look through all of your picks, and he's going to tell me who the closest one was, and we're going to have that person come back on the phone, and we're going to give them clues. And we're going to see if they can get it exactly right.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Now, Mr. Allen, the Alan Jackson,
Yes.
give me the name of the person who got the closest.
So the person the closest is Mr. Brent Holiday from Ohio. So I'm gonna
Okay.
bring him back in.
Let's get Brent Holiday back on the phone.
He's there.
And his guess, the Alan Jackson, remind me of his guess.
All right. His guess was $17.11.
Okay, buddy. $17.11. Now, I'm going to help you here.
All right.
Do you want higher or lower? No, you guess. Is it higher or lower than what?
I'm going to say lower.
No. It's higher.
Well, I
Okay,
suck.
now we know that. I've not figured out how to do this exactly. All
This is
right.
on the fly. What about odd or even?
All right. All right, yeah. So he went
Do
to
you
an
think
odd number.
Did he get the dollars right?
No.
missed the cents.
He's got to go higher. The cents, both the dollar and the cents are off.
Both the dollar and the cents are off.
Yeah. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up the amount. And there's something famous in history happened on this date.
Ooh.
Okay.
War? A war? Could it be a war?
I should have done this beforehand, but I can't do it because I
You
don't know what
the
the
check.
amount is. Okay. All right. This year was known as the year without a summer in North America and elsewhere, with widespread unseasonal weather and crop failures. The second bank of the United States obtains its charter. E. Remington and Sons, the firearm and later typing manufacturing company, founded in New York. What year was that?
I'm going to say 1887.
Ooh, 1887 is a good guess. Now I need you to come down. What age? So you got 18 right. Lock him in at 18.
Lock him in.
Now we got to get the change,
Cents.
the cents right. We're gonna talk some sense into this guy.
Yeah.
87's too high. Let me help you. How old do you have to be to get a driver's license?
16.
1816! You win! Holiday!
Having a holiday.
Happy holidays! Happy holiday! Congratulations, Mr. Holiday. What are you going to do with all that cash?
I'm going to Disney World.
You're going to Disney World.
Wear a mask.
I don't know how much you can't do nothing
gonna
with
drink
this
at
at
Disney
Disney
World.
World.
You're going to need a Florida resident to get you in for $18, brother.
Congratulations, buddy. This is the first time I believe he's called
Thank you.
in, too.
Thank you.
Yes, first time. Winner. First time winner. First time caller.
Right?
Yep, first time.
Have you ever seen me in the show One Mississippi?
Unfortunately, I haven't. I've seen you in quite a few other things, but I never watched that.
Well, you can watch it on Amazon Prime. In fact, everyone can watch it on Amazon Prime. If you download the ABC app on your Roku or Fire TV or even your phone or tablet, the entire series of Rodney, the sitcom I was on, is available to stream for free, and you could impact this residual check game. And if you download and watch Tig Notaro, One Mississippi, you could also impact the game. So now, Mr. Holiday, I forgot his first name. What's his first name? Brent. Somehow, off air, we got to get his address so that I can sign this over to him and mail it to him.
Brent, if you could visit countryishpodcast.com and fill out the contact form and drop us a note and send us your mailing address. That way, we'll get it that way.
Sounds good.
All right, Brent, thanks for calling in. We got a lot more show to do. Tommy Donovan, the original Sir Purr, is going to zoom in a minute. We got a little funny clip from Heffern and Reep, Perry Richardson, and we have small town news. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more country-ish after this. If you love this podcast and you love wearing shirts, well, we got something for you. If you go to countryishpodcast.com, click on merchandise, it'll take you to my store, and we have an awesome t-shirt for you. It's a Country-ish podcast t-shirt. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful? Also, it's got the website on there. It's a soft tee, very soft, feels good on your skin, and it helps us keep the lights on here at the studio. So check out countryishpodcast.com, click on merchandise, get yourself a t-shirt, and know that I love you. Hey everybody, it's me again. I just want to say thank you for listening or watching this podcast. You know, we couldn't do this without supporters like you. Oh wait, are you not a supporter? Well, you could be. It's real simple. Go to countryishpodcast.com. Click on the word support. That will take you to our Patreon page. That's our support page. And from there, you can support us in many different ways. There's different levels. You got $5 and up. You got Pewter Pro, Rhinestone level, Executive Zirconia, all the way up to Platinum Elite, and all of them come with different rewards. We're talking hats, t-shirts, ginger beard masks, even be a guest on the show. You got to check out our Patreon page. Go to countryishpodcast.com, click on support, and thank you. Nashville! It's your old pal, Jon Reep here. How you doing? I'm headed your way. That's right. December 29, 30, 31st. New Year's Eve, baby. Come ring in the new year with me. I'll be at Zany's Comedy Club. There's tickets down here. Get your tickets. And we're back. Thanks for sticking in there. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, a lot of show coming up. And Sebastian, it's this time of year, I always get warm and fuzzy, but something big happened to me around this time of year back in 1995.
Way back.
Yeah. And I've told this story many times, but it bears repeating because it's this time of year. And I basically got my start because I got kicked out of a Carolina Panthers football game for dancing in the end zone with the mascot, Sir Purr. You know this story. I've told this story a million times. But for those of you that are new to the podcast or the show and you don't know this about me, I can show you the video and I can walk you through it and I can tell the story. And then at the end of this, we actually have, zooming in, the guy in the Sir Purr outfit. His real name is Tommy Donovan, and we got him on hold. But let's watch the video first, and I'll break it down. All right? So, Alan, here we go. This was, back in 1995 when the Panthers first came into the NFL. They played their home games in Clemson.
I remember this. I was there a few times.
Yeah, so me and a bunch of my friends were talking. Marty Coulter, my brother, I think Brad Whaley, it's a bunch of people. It was like maybe 10 of us. We go. We got tickets. We're excited. We finally have our own team. We're tailgating in the parking lot. We're drinking pepper vodka at 5 in the morning. And I don't even. It was just because we found it. We didn't even know whose it
You don't
was.
drink
We were
unless
just
you find
drinking
it.
pepper vodka. And so anyway, we get into the game, and every time out they'd play music, and I would just get up in my seat and start dancing like an idiot. And so that got bigger and bigger each time out. Next time out, I'm up, I'm dancing again, making my friends laugh. Now it's not just my friends laughing, it's the whole row's laughing. Next time out, the whole section's laughing. It's getting bigger and bigger. So by third quarter, my buddy Marty Coulter, he's like, dude, you got to get on the grass hill behind the goalpost so the whole stadium can see you. I was like, you're a genius, Marty. It's a great idea.
Yeah, Marty's a genius.
Marty's good. He's also the guitarist for Southern Startown. So I said, yes, let's do that. And back in the day, Clemson had a grass hill at the end of one of the end zones. And anyone could just go sit on the grass, if they wanted to, for cheaper. So I go up there. I'm on this grass hill, and a player got hurt. And while they're working on a player, they're playing music for like 5 minutes straight, and I'm going off. I would do one dance move, point to that side of the stadium.
Like Hulkamania.
Yeah, man, it was getting big. I go over here, they go, I cut them off and did the Hulk Hogan hand to the other side like this, and it's getting big and big. And so finally, the mascot sort of sees that, everyone's kind of watching this drunk kid over here, and he comes over to the fence and waves me out to dance with him. And before I can say yes or no, my friends are throwing me over the fence. I pop up on the 5-yard line, place is going nuts, and that is where this video kicks in. So I told you all that so that it would make sense. Like this video just starts out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And it was a freelance photographer who just happened to be rolling. It was in between commercials, so it wasn't live on air.
Right.
But he just decided to record it. And thank goodness for that guy, because now we have the footage. But that's why I told you all that, so it makes sense when you see this video. Okay. Alan, get ready to pause it as I talk, because I'm gonna dissect it. But here we go. Go ahead and play it. All right, here we go. Acid wash jeans. That's me.
Nice.
There's Sir
Look at
Per.
that.
He's loving it. I'm shaking my money maker.
Yeah.
Moonwalk on grass. That's not easy. I'm doing Michael Jackson crotch grabs. I'm singing "What I Like About You," and I start I can break that. Pause it real quick. Pause it. Now I don't know if you noticed, but Sir Per had a Santa Claus hat on.
Yeah.
It was around Christmas time, which is why I'm bringing it up. There it is.
There it is. Yep.
See,
look
this
at
is
Sir Per.
Almost in 1995. What is it? What year is it now? 2020.
Yeah.
So who wants to do the math?
25?
How long ago was this?
Is that 25 years?
25.
Right, Alan?
24.
35.
Yes, 25.
Huh?
25.
Yeah, you're right.
25
I heard
years.
a voice. Okay.
Quarter. This is the anniversary.
Yeah, 25th anniversary
of the Jon Reep.
Yeah.
Dance.
Little did I know that this man, inside this festive holly jolly Sir Per outfit, was going to change my life forever.
Yeah.
And neither one of us knew it. But here I am. I'm about to break dance. I'm thinking, I used to break dance. I've already done the moonwalk. I did some Michael Jackson crotch grabs already. It's time to give him the worm.
Give him the worm.
And I can do the worm.
And I really like this. I like this. I know this has got to be a braided belt that you have.
It's a braided belt. Yeah, you can see it's looped over and it's coming down the front.
I call that the extra look.
Yeah.
the 4 inches of extra there.
Yeah. It just draws your eye right to my crotch. You know what I mean? I think that was. And by the way, I still have that T-shirt. I'm not joking. It's an NC State intramural champion flag football shirt. I was very proud of it. We had just won the whole flag football championship at NC State, and we actually sent us to New Orleans to play in the nationals.
But couldn't win one in high school.
Couldn't win a real game in high school. Won the whole thing in flag football at NC State. Got our ass handed to us in New Orleans. Yeah. Anyway. Here we go. Look at number 39 watching me.
Yeah.
Top right corner. He's loving it.
He's loving it.
Yeah, the crowd's loving it. You can hear him cheering. They're all on board. Right. They've watched this drunk 22-year-old Jon Reep make his way all the way down to this moment from the cheap seats to this moment
Here
right
he
here.
is.
And I obviously have Sir Purr's approval.
Yes.
Because he's clapping, he's loving it. He's the one who invited me out there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's pick it up, Alan. That's what I like
Oh,
about
yeah,
you.
I
I say it's
I
time
like
for the
the
worm.
look.
I can
I
do
li-
the worm. Here we go. All right, get ready to pause it. And pause it! Oh, you're good on the trigger.
Yeah.
So in 1 second, I'm having the time of my life. It's the best thing I've done. and people are cheering. The next thing I hear, the crowd is booing. I'm like, ooh, they don't like the worm here. But they're not booing me because of the worm. They're not booing me at all. They're booing these cops right here who decided to run out onto the field and arrest me because they didn't see Sir Purr invite me onto the field. You know, if you watch a game, the cops, they're looking at the crowd like this.
Yeah.
They're not even looking at the game. So they never saw him invite me out there. They just thought I was some drunk idiot, which I was, but I was invited. So these guys, by the way, perfect timing. They waited for my butt to get to the peak of the worm. And it's a full-on wedgie.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go, Alan. And hang on, keep going. Oh, it's a wedgie. And these two guys are like, I'm trying to tell them, like, well, what the hell? Sir Purr said it was cool, dude. You don't understand. I've got permission. And I'm trying to talk these guys
You're trying
off.
to rationalize them while you're 4 deep in
So
the
that's
pepper vodka.
two cops, right? And then a third cop comes flying in, and I thought it was Dale Earnhardt. Get ready to pause it, Alan, but I want you to play it, but get ready to pause it. It's Dale Earnhardt. And
Look at the booze.
Pause it.
Whoa. It
Tell me
was
that ain't
Dale.
Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah. Or the guy off of Reno 911.
Yes. This is Clemson 911 right here.
He's serious. Look at him.
Greenville 911.
Look at that serious mustache.
And the
guy's got.
glasses.
Yeah, got a gun too.
Oh, he
Packing.
So it takes 3 of them to hold down the Reaper.
It does.
Anyway, these
You're gonna worm
guys-
your way out of that, weren't you?
Well, you'll see. I'm actually pretty proud of this arm break. The guy in the red windbreaker, he thinks he's got my arm, but watch the slick ninja moves of this ginger
he
kid.
didn't know.
I get out of it. What? Go ahead, Alan. Which is all right, pause it.
Oh,
Now-
here, what's this guy?
Now,
What-
this guy. That's what you get. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a good. That's just your basic elbow
Yeah.
snap.
Yep.
I learned that in Aikido. I got the orange belt.
I got you.
That's a black belt for a ginger. Now, you'll see the guy who comes in and grab my arm. Go ahead, Alan. You can walk it up a little bit. Boom, right there.
Right there.
That guy.
Wait a minute.
Mullet.
Who's that? Is
Sorry,
that?
I meant to tell you to pause it. If you can rewind it just a tinge to the guy in the mullet. When I break out of the red windbreakers guy. Right, this guy right here.
Yep.
See the beautiful blonde mullet?
Magnum TA, isn't it, from NWA Wrestling? Is
It
that
could
what
be. I mean, look at the hat too. He looks like he could be related to Ric Flair. He came over and you can see he's yelling at these cops because he knew that Sir Purr had invited me out there.
Yeah.
So he was trying to defend me.
Yeah.
And
Look at his belt, too. His is longer than yours.
he got a fanny pack.
Oh, it's a fanny pack.
Yeah, it's got a whole fanny pack. I mean, he's got like a lanyard and everything. So, bless you. So he's like trying to tell him, no. We invited the kid out here. Take it easy. And that is where we all learned together. Me, the cops,
Mullet
that
man.
guy, and Sir Purr. We all learned at the same time that Sir Purr does not have the authority to invite people onto the field. And and now I gotta get kicked out. That's because it's an NFL rule. And they said, well, Mr. Purr, you don't have that authority. We got to kick this kid
Mr.
out.
Purr.
And yeah.
And you took a walk of shame.
And I did the walk of shame. Go ahead, Alan. You can play it. Just let it play out here. So this is where they yell at each other. They're trying to have a debate. And even Sir Purr came to defend me. And now it's too late. I got to get kicked out. And the crowd's booing the cops. They're throwing beer at the cops. You can hear them screaming, let him go, let him go. By the way, I was already in that end zone. They could have let me out there. There's an exit. They walked me 99 yards to the other end zone. Listen. Let him go. And they're throwing, I said, dude, this is embarrassing. Let go of my pants. I said, if you don't let go of my pants, I'm going to put my arm around you. We're going to walk out together. like we're a couple, and we did. Go ahead, Alan. We held each other like this for 99 yards. He don't call. He don't write.
You don't ride.
But that moment back in 1995 is what kind of gave me the confidence to go on stage and do comedy for the first time.
Yeah, I guess.
And, you know, all because of Marty Coulter and because of this dude, Sir Purr. His real name is Tommy Donovan, and we have him live right now joining the show, the original outlaw, Sir Purr. How are you, Tommy?
Greetings.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. It's good to talk. It's good to talk. Bring this back. I didn't realize it was such an important anniversary.
Yeah, dude.
Silver
You
anniversary.
have no
Yeah.
idea. And for a long
No
time,
clue.
I didn't know who the guy was in the outfit. And then I even made a thing about it where I'd go on air in Charlotte when I would do shows, and I would say, like, I'm looking for the original Sir Purr. And we finally found each other. So
Wow, I didn't realize you did that.
yeah,
you
you
can
were.
actually-
Yeah, actually, tell us where you're zooming in from right now.
I'm zooming in from Greenville, South Carolina. That's where I am now.
Okay.
So,
And where are you? Are you in a camper?
no, I'm in my office, in my home office.
Because
At
it looks
home.
like there's a curved thing. You must be in the roof.
Like right up above me.
Yeah.
No,
It looks
no.
cool, dude.
It's probably the shadow.
So you're in your office in Greenville, South Carolina. Now, how did you get the job originally of Sir Purr?
Well, I was actually the mascot at the University of South Carolina. I was cocky. That's how I started.
Cocky,
Yeah.
cock.
Dude,
That's right.
the guy went from a cock to a pussy.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking
You
about.
ran the whole
spectrum,
gamut.
man.
What? That is amazing, Tommy. I never even thought of that before.
Hey, look, I was trans before trans was cool.
Well, yeah, I mean, mascots are supposed to be asexual. They don't have a sex. But somehow you got both of them. That's great, dude.
Yeah. So I did that, and it was right around the time I was graduating, right around the time the Panthers were getting the franchise. So my intent was to reach out to the Richardson family, who were the owners of the team at the time, that had been awarded the franchise, and I riddled them with letters. Hey, you guys are going to need a mascot. I want to do it. Here's my here's my resume. So I sent them. In 1994, I won the mascot national championship, and sent them my entry tape, my audition tape, and all that good stuff. And the video from ESPN from when I won that back in '94.
Whoa! How did you win that? What I mean, what was this like an Olympics type thing that mascots do?
Yeah, that would have been cool, right? No, it was actually it's kind of a lot like stand up. It's one of those deals where you spend your whole year record with people around you, just with video cameras. And I was a broadcasting major at the University of South Carolina. So what I was doing was taking all this video and editing it down, knowing that come spring, I'd have to put together a 3-minute audition tape and send it off, snail mail it in the old days, off to the Universal Cheerleaders Association, who ran the national championship competition. It was all and along with the cheerleaders competition as well. So what they would do is they would take entry tapes from all the mascots from around the country. There were 3-minute tapes that we had to provide, and then they would pick the final 4 and take us to SeaWorld. And at the time it was in San Diego, and we would compete. It was that year. It was almost. I think it was all SEC that year. It was Cocky, it was the Wildcat from Kentucky, Aubie the Auburn Tiger, and Smokey from Tennessee.
Wow! Congratulations.
It was a blast.
So you got Sir Purr from being cocky.
Yeah.
No pun intended. I mean, really, that's great. But to go back before that. Did you grow up in South Carolina, Greenville, before you went to Clemson?
I grew up here. Yeah. I grew up here. I wanted to go to Clemson growing up, but realized that South Carolina was my only in-state option if I wanted to go into broadcasting journalism school. So
okay,
I
so
could go
now
to
here you are, and I believe it was 95 or 96. Am I doing this right in your brain?
The inaugural season in Clemson was 96.
Okay, 96. So this was in 1996. What I would love to hear your actual memory of this event. I mean, the video pretty much explains it all, but what's your point of view? What do you remember out of this?
I remember it like yesterday. I really did. This was the first time I got in like big trouble working working at the Panthers. So here I was, just doing my thing. When I started with the Panthers, I was just like a part-time employee. So they hired me and they would pay me to go do the games and they would pay me to do appearances. And of course, I'm vying to make this a full-time gig. I'm this young guy right out of college who's trying to impress everyone. Like, hey, if you bring me in full-time, I can really make something big out of this. Well, at the time, I was famous for the, I don't know if y'all remember, Sir Purr at the time was famous for his Tootsie Roll dance.
Yeah. Cotton candy, sweet as gold.
That's
Let me
it.
see them. Yeah.
Yeah. And the players would go nuts, and the players would put all their stuff down at the 2-minute warning and watch Sir Purr do his thing out on the 50-yard line. It was pretty awesome. Well, so I knew the crowd would always find dancing a big hit. Well, this was a TV timeout. And for those of you who are football fans, if you've been to an NFL or college game, those TV timeouts are not fun to sit through. They go on forever. Well, I'm kind of that's usually where I'll get some of my props out and, get the fans entertained or while we wait. Well, I look up. Well, what I was noticing, I was down at that end zone and I hear all this noise. And I see like this one section of the crowd kind of looking in one direction. And I'm like, what's going on? And there's this guy dancing. And then the next thing I know, he's down on the hill on the grass. And it started like one section all looking in one direction. And then it was more and more. And then people were really digging what you were doing. Yeah. So I was like, dude, we need to get him down on the end zone. I wasn't even thinking like what security would think about this. I was like, I need to get you down in the end zone where everybody can see you. Right. And so that's my wife was my spotter at the time. And so she kind of, she and I went over to the fence to kind of coax you over, get you over the fence. And then next thing you know, you're doing your thing in the end zone. And then all heck broke loose when the cops ran out there.
Yeah.
So, and
yeah,
that was,
so that's right. All that's exactly how it happened.
I was like, this is great. And there's that video of like Sir Purr kind of clapping his hands going, check this guy out. And I was like, yeah, right. I was, yeah.
Well, you did a basic, like it's a smart move to do if you're in the entertainment business. If someone's doing something and the crowd likes it, give them more of that.
Yes.
And so that's really all you were doing. We didn't know that you didn't have the authority at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, how much trouble did you actually get into? What happened?
I remember one of the things that you did in your stand-up where you were talking about how originally when they were hauling you off, I just wanted to this is funny because they were hauling you off and I was freaking out in the suit and I was I know in your stand-up you're telling the story and you go and I don't know if y'all know this. This is Jon Reep talking in his stand-up. He's like, I don't know if y'all know this, but Sir Purr has a filthy mouth. You remember that?
Yeah. Well, I remember you yelling at the cops.
Yes.
I do remember behind the
me.
mask.
Yeah.
It's awesome because the Panthers
it's happy smiling.
It's smiling.
Yeah.
But underneath you hear Tommy going like, I told him, let him, he's letting them have it.
It's my fault.
In my defense. Yeah.
When they were giving you that perp walk, I knew, this isn't good. So that's why I was like, be easy on the guy. That was my fault. Come on. Right. So what ended up happening after that was I remember like I was called up to Charlotte because I was still living in Greenville at the time. And, I got the lecture. You can't do that and all this other stuff from my boss. She actually made me write an apology letter. I got a huge lecture about, you have any idea we could get sued for this and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
So, and then you mentioned the letter that was sent in.
Yeah.
That I sent you. It's so funny.
I still have it.
And actually, I have this for you, John. I actually wanted to get this out.
Oh, boy. Oh, there we go.
That's what Sir Purr looked at the time. And you remember that signature.
Yeah. Sir.
Yeah. Yeah, because you were making... You made when you did your original stand-up talking about it. You were like, well, you got his signature and his paw print.
There's the paw print right next to it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I wrote you a formal letter and did the signature And then my boss sent you a bunch of like silly paraphernalia, like what was like a towel and a bunch
Oh
of
yeah,
stuff.
you guys sent me a coffee mug, a sipper bottle, a keychain, a
Man.
bumper sticker. But my prized possession was that letter, and in fact, Tommy, I went on because I was a student communication major at NC State, and one of the classes I was taking was the patterns of miscommunication, and all this was miscommunication.
Yeah.
And so I told this whole story, my senior project, and I laminated it, and I made they used overhead projectors back then, and I put that on the overhead projector, and I told everybody and showed the video, and it was like, whoa, nobody beating this guy's story.
No, you got an A, didn't you?
Yeah, I got an A. And then and then I turned it into stand up, man. And so let me formally in front of everybody thank you, Tommy.
No.
Thank you for inviting me out onto the field that day, because everything after that
story.
It's turned into this.
Oh,
So
gosh.
Who would have
This
thought
means
you'd have been on the sidelines later on in life with all the Thomas Davis and all those guys? There you are.
yeah,
Gets free tickets.
I
Tommy's
go,
killing us.
They've let me back in the stadium since then.
Yeah, they'll let you back.
So all is well. Now, Tommy, what have you been up to lately? What's the new gig? I know you're not the current Sir Per.
No, I'm not. And I've actually moved just a couple of years after that. I did end up going up to Charlotte, working full time, doing the job. Did that for a few years and a couple of years. And then I guess I got to the point where I realized, I don't want to be going to my kids' bring dad to school day. And I'm showing up like, mommy. So it's like, it's about time I get a real job. So I actually did go into broadcasting, worked in TV news, worked in radio, still do that with, I do a radio show. It's right over my shoulder here. It's the Home Pros radio show is a part of my job now. I do home inspections for a living. So we do the radio show and I do that. And then ever since we reconnected a couple of years ago, that gave me the courage to finally get myself on stage to start doing stand-up, because I've been talking about doing that since college.
Wow. So this is great. It's full even
circle.
more of a full circle. Yeah.
Full circle.
So you've been where have you went up and done stand up? Where are you performing?
I've been doing well. There's not a whole lot of places to go,
No, now
as
it's
you know,
tough,
these days. Yeah, thankfully in our area down here in Greenville, I think the leash is a little bit more loose. I'm at the Comedy Zone.
Yeah.
We do the Comedy Zone every Thursday night, and then open mics there and a couple of other places around town. I've gone down to Columbia. It's interesting. One of the things I've learned about doing comedy is it's a lot like being a mascot. It's you get to know all these people from all these different places, and you connect and you keep in touch.
Yeah.
One of the things, and so there are a lot of the folks. Once they open up in Atlanta and Charlotte, I'm gonna be wanting to head up there. But
dude, how funny would it be? Let's just say, like when the world opens back up 100%, and I'm back out there touring like a mad dog. If my opener is the guy who got me started in this whole business,
You got to do that.
Tom,
That'd be fun.
I need you to get me a good 15. When you get a good 15 to 20, maybe we'll do that, dude.
I'll work on my next audition tape. How about that?
Okay. And where can people find you if they want to find? Maybe they want to get their home inspected. And
yeah, absolutely. You can actually find our podcast and our radio show that we do every week at homeprosradio.com is the website. You can also find our podcast, which we release every week. It's short and sweet. It's about a 20-minute podcast. It's kind of a best of version of our hour-long show that we do every week that we promote and do on. You can see our videos on YouTube. You can find us anywhere on social media at Home Pros Radio.
Awesome.
And so we do that. And my business is RIC Home Inspections. And if you're in the upstate of South Carolina looking to buy a house, be glad to help you out. But all those links are available through this website, which is over my right hand, my right shoulder.
Beautiful. Well, Tommy, we're doing this live right now, but when we air it again, they come out like officially on Friday. We go live on Tuesdays, and then we upload them to YouTube on Friday as a whole piece, and then also on Spotify, iHeart, all that stuff. We'll put a little link in there for you later
Sweet,
on.
that'd be
Yeah,
great.
a little thing at the bottom. So,
Sweet.
All right, everybody, clap for Tommy Donovan.
Thank you,
the
Tommy.
original
Yay.
surfer.
Thank you.
Thanks for zooming
Good
in,
talking
buddy.
with you.
We'll talk to
Yeah,
you soon.
We'll see you soon.
All
Alrighty,
right, everybody.
Take care.
Don't leave. We'll be back with more country-ish after this. Hey, everybody, it's me again. I just want to say thank you for listening or watching this podcast. You know, we couldn't do this without supporters like you. Oh, wait. Are you not a supporter? Well, you could be. It's real simple. Go to countryishpodcast.com. Click on the word support. That will take you to our Patreon page. That's our support page. And from there, you can support us in many different ways. There's different levels. You got $5 and up. You got Pewter Pro, Rhinestone level, Executive Zirconia, all the way up to Platinum Elite. And all of them come with different rewards. We're talking hats, t-shirts, ginger beard masks, even be a guest on the show. You got to check out our Patreon page. Go to countryishpodcast.com, click on support, and thank you. Real quick, if you want to help us out, one way you can do it is give us a rating and a review at Apple Podcast. As you can see right behind me, so far we've gotten 234 ratings, all 5 stars, baby. That's what we want. Also, you can write a review. The last one was written on April the 10th, 2020, so we need some new ones. Go in there and be creative. Say nice things, please, and it will help us here at the studio keep the lights on and keep making funny country-ish podcasts. Thank you. And we're back. All right, everybody. So far, I've had a blast. What a great show, dude.
Fun,
It's
man.
flying by. We've got a winner of a Screen Actors Guild. We've opened gifts. We talked to the original Sir Purr.
Love that guy.
And I know we're all in a good mood right now.
Yeah.
But I feel like, you know, it's about to be not in a good mood because I got to tell you something.
Oh.
I got to come clean with you, Sebastian, my friend, one of my co-hosts, my buddy from the southeastern region. I do another podcast without you. I'm sorry. I do another one. It's with a buddy of mine named Jon Reep. I just thought I should.
Or is
tell
this again?
Yeah.
You promised.
I know.
It was over.
It's not over. We're still doing them.
Monday nights, right? This is where you go on Monday nights. Oh, you don't answer my phone call.
I'm busy.
Yeah. It's Monday nights, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go live at 8:00 on Mondays. Look, I mean, it's cool. I'll show you what we did. We talked.
I don't want to see what you did.
I'm going to show you 2 minutes of it.
Nah.
I mean, if you want to go take a whiz.
2
you
minutes.
can. Yeah. This is just a snippet of what we do. It's called Heffron and Reep. You can watch the whole thing at heffronandreep.com. We got on this weird subject of he bought something on eBay and he pulled it out, showed it to me, and I didn't know why he had it. And well, I think this clip will explain it. Let's just watch this clip of Heffron and Reep, and I'm sorry, buddy.
Yep. All right, we're playing for 2 minutes here. All right, John, you come back from Heffron and Reep, and we need to go straight into Perry Richardson.
I'm going to have Elliot introduce it.
Sure
And you
thing.
can't.
Okay.
I don't want to. It looks really scary. I don't know how I'm going to show it to you. So I bought. If you can see you see that?
Oh my God, what is that?
So it's
That's a doll.
It's kind of creepy. Hold on.
Oh, dude, did you get one of them sex dolls?
Not a sex doll. It's the opposite of a sex doll. It's American Girl doll. It's the creepiest.
Oh, you don't like American Girls? What?
Oh, it's not.
You,
You can't be creepy when I'm talking about a kid's toy right
no, just,
Change.
wait, go back to okay, yeah, full screen.
Okay.
Oh,
So
it's Courtney. Oh, she's got a name.
it's an 80s. It's an 80s 1986. She comes with a Pac-Man. She has acid wash jeans. I was gonna give it away on my 80s show because there's probably somebody out there who has a daughter that likes American Girl dolls. So I have one.
Wait, why do you have that again? Why do you have it?
You attach the sex doll to the
I'm
girl
curious as to why.
Heffron and Reap. Subject. Heffron and Reap. Subject change.
So I originally got that when I was doing the 80s church, and I was just going to do it to get like people on a mailing list or give it away, just as like a.
So you bought it recently to give away.
And then I never followed through, and it was just at my house going, I don't know any, I don't need.
You gotta get rid of that thing.
Being a 50-year-old guy with no kids having random dolls in the house, probably not like. And why was the doll?
Dude, and now it's in your trailer, and you're by yourself, and it was rocking. Can you imagine if you walked out?
And why were there kids' toys when we come back?
It's funny if someone's like sees you walk out of your trailer after it was rocking like that, and you have the doll in your hand. It's like, what were you doing in there? Right. What? Huh? No? Oh.
Wasn't that good?
Well, look, I don't know where he got the thing. He just decided to. He buys things and tries to get rid of them. Anyway, check out HeffernandReap.com for the full version. It's good. I think Look, you're just jealous. We got to move on, dude, because we got another great guest that zoomed into the show earlier. Okay, and this dude played for Stryper.
Ooh,
and he played for Firehouse. Wow. Yeah. What's some of your favorite Firehouse tunes that you can think of right now? Huh?
I can't hum it. What's that one?
That's that
We're
one.
humming it.
Wait,
Elliot knows.
Elliot, the intern. Give us some information here. Sebastian's swimming with one arm in the water here. Doesn't know what's happening.
Yes, well, this next guest, he's a good friend of ours, one of the nicest gentlemen in rock and roll, sold millions of albums. Their latest record, Even the Devil Believes, debuted at #1 on the Billboard Christian rock charts, and it just so happens that he has the coolest hair in rock and roll. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Perry Richardson.
Perry Richardson.
Enjoy. And joining me right now, here he is, the man, Perry Richardson. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I appreciate you doing this. I know you're probably a busy guy. Where you
Oh
zooming?
yeah, we're swamped here, man. Just working every day.
Where are you zooming in from?
Right here.
Myrtle Beach. Okay.
Myrtle Beach.
The dirty Myrtle. I know it well.
Yeah, I was born right here in this area in Conway, and I spent maybe 18 years in Nashville and moved back here like 3 years ago.
So I remember when Firehouse came out, and I was so excited that we have, people like to do this. They go like, "Oh, that's our band because they're from, everyone said Charlotte. These guys are from around here." Yeah. And I just remember I had a 1982 Berlinetta Camaro, and I was driving down my driveway when the first time I heard, you ready? I'm going to do it. Baby, don't treat me bad. Huh?
Yeah.
Not too bad.
You got a good voice, man.
And this is my favorite part. This could be the best thing that you've ever had. I like the way he says had.
That's good.
Thank you.
Very good.
So how did you guys get started? Where did you meet? You said you're from Conway, South Carolina. How did you run into CJ Snare, and how'd that whole thing get started?
Yeah, CJ used to come down to Myrtle when he was doing the solo piano Billy Joel kind of thing, and he'd come to Myrtle and do that. They were from Pennsylvania, so they ended up moving down here. He had a band. They were called Prophet, and they moved down here, and they were looking for a bass player. And then some friend of a friend told him about me, and they came out to the house, and my dad had built me a rehearsal studio and all. We set everything up in there and started jamming and fell in love with each other and been together ever since. That was like 79, I guess.
Wow.
You know.
And then so you started jamming in Myrtle Beach, and at some point, did you guys make a move to Charlotte?
Yeah, we got after the Max Warrior thing fizzled out. That was in I think '86 or early '87. I went and played with Nantucket for 2 years, and then it was I think late '88 we got a band house there in Charlotte and started putting the Firehouse thing together.
Yeah. Yeah, that was huge. I mean, you guys went double platinum. Won the AMA Best New Artist. You beat out Nirvana and Alice in Chains for Best New Artist.
I know, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I think they got the last laugh on that one though. But yeah, they blew up right after that. But it was a fun time, man. We had a blast, and I'm lucky to be. That's all I've done all my life now is play music.
What
and,
I was looking you up a little bit. What drew you to the bass? I knew your dad was like a bluegrass player. How did you get in love with the bass?
Yeah, my dad played bass, and he did country and bluegrass kind of thing. And he played when he was doing his country thing. He played bass. Bluegrass, he more or less played acoustic. But so there was a bass laying around the house. You know, it was a big old freaking Kent with black nylon strings on it. That's what I learned to play on. I didn't really pick it up until maybe I was 14 or so, and got it when I didn't really hear rock and roll until about that time. I was immersed in old country and mostly gospel, and because I sang in the gospel quartet up until I was probably 13, I guess.
Okay.
And so when I first working on the farm, man, in Conway, we had a work truck on the farm, and I was in there one day, and I was a tape 8-track in the deck, and I turned it on, and it was Sly and the Family Stone that my uncle had in there.
Yeah.
Kind of changed my life.
Well, yeah.
You know, so I got interested in playing, and that's where it started.
And that's what got you in love with the bass.
Yeah.
Now, I like to ask people about their relationships with their dads because I'm a stand-up comic, and most of my comedy is stories about my dad. My dad was the funniest guy in the family, and I would just sort of tell stories about him, and that's kind of what my career turned into before COVID. So I thought it was interesting when I read that your dad was big into bluegrass. Was it bluegrass? And did he play bass? Did he play other things?
He played acoustic. He played acoustic most of the time when he was doing the bluegrass thing, but when he was playing country, he was kind of more into bass. But and he had a great voice, man. He sang his butt off. He was quite a character. We could talk an hour just on him. He was freaking crazy, and known throughout this area. He was infamous, I should say.
Really?
Yeah, he was a great dude, man. We had a good time together, and if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have got into music, I don't think. So I owe a lot to him.
I also know that you guys have the most requested song at weddings.
Yeah, that Love of a Lifetime, it got a wedding song of the year that year it came out, but and I think it's being played a lot ever since. But a lot of people, man, they'll come up to me all the time, like, man, that's my wedding song.
Yeah.
You know, I mixed feelings about that song. I fought to keep that song off the record because I wanted to be this headbanger heavy dude.
Right.
And I didn't want to do the ballads, and ended up being the biggest song we ever had. So it helped put us on the map, and I'm happy of that. So,
I think it's good to show a little range. It's like on one album, yeah, we could headbang all day long, but oh, by the way, you can play us at a wedding too. So I think it's great, man.
Yeah. It turned out good.
What if you had to pick one song to never play again? What song do you like? Oh gosh, I'm tired of playing this one.
Well, I mean, back then, in the Firehouse days, we did a song called "Sleeping with You."
Yeah.
That's my all-time least favorite song ever.
Really? Why?
It was just terrible. It was a rip-off of "Don't Treat Me Bad" kind of
Okay.
thing, and horrible. I just didn't like it, and we had to play that one a while live, and I hated it every second of that. But that would be the only one. I mean, I kind of got tired of "Love of a Lifetime" a little bit. It was just so slow.
Yeah.
But you got to do it. We did that song, every night.
Yeah.
So that got a little old, but none
Yeah.
of the other ones bothered me.
Do you ever do the trick where it's like you'll be playing the song that you've played a million times and you're kind of tired of it, and so what you do is you just hold the microphone out to the crowd and let them sing it?
Yeah.
That's a classic. I wish I could do that with my comedy, where I just start a joke and just hold the mic out and say, "You finish the punchline. I'm tired of this one. I'm tired of talking about my dad drowning in the swimming pool. It's one of my classic bits."
Oh my God.
But in a weird way, it's great because that means they really, really like you and they want to hear it again. So
there you go.
So it's So I kind of get it too. What you also was on a top grossing tour of Blood, Sweat, and Beers with Trickster and Warrant.
Yeah.
What was that like?
That was our first big tour. That's still I look back and that's some of my favorite memories that I've ever had. We had such a great time. I mean, all the Warrant and the Trickster guys are still friends, and it was brand new to us, and it was like we were living the dream there.
Mhm.
We couldn't believe it was happening. And
Yeah.
we were happy every night to go on stage, and it was blowing up at that time, and that was a great time.
How long did that tour last? What years was that?
Man, it was almost a year. I think it lasted like 10 months.
Yeah.
Something like that. That was in 91.
Okay. And then, of course, Stryper. I love Stryper. I mean, those guys were kicking butt on MTV. They're always in the top 10 or something, top 5.
Yeah.
And
I loved them back then, man. I loved them back then, too. I got to open for them when I was in Mike's Warrior in Charlotte in 85.
Mm-hmm.
And got to meet him and hang out for a little while, and I freaking loved them ever since then, man. They were one of my favorite bands.
You do country music now. Are you on tour? I know COVID's just slowed everything down. What have you been up to in in the COVID era, I guess I would say?
Well, I played country when I was in Nashville right before I started with Stryper. I played with Craig Morgan for a long time. 14 years, I think. And then Trace Adkins, I was with Trace for a little over 2 years.
Yeah.
And I hadn't done anything with that since I started with Stryper 3 years ago. But
okay,
we hadn't played since we got back from Mexico right when the virus was starting to hit. I think it was maybe February.
Yeah.
Something like that. And
it was February, March.
So we haven't played since. We hadn't done a live show since.
Right.
We recorded the new album, and we recorded a couple of live in the studio things to put out, but that's all we've done. We're itching to get back out there.
But thank you so much, Perry Richardson. If you got anything you want to plug right now?
The only thing going on, man, is we started a Patreon.
Okay.
And go to patreon.com/Stryper and sign up. We've got a lot of cool stuff going on in there. It's just something to kind of keep the ball going until we can get back out and play again. So we've got a lot of stuff on there that you can't find on Facebook. And so it's pretty cool.
Sounds good. All right. There you go, everybody. Perry Richardson.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, it's my pleasure. All right, we're back. Thank you, Perry Richardson. That was great. Love talking to him. Thank you, Elliot, for hooking it up. We've been going live this whole time on Facebook, YouTube, and I believe Twitter. And Isaiah, are there any good comments? We haven't taken a comment this whole time.
Yeah, I have a couple for you.
Okay.
So Brenda Sachs, she said she missed the first half of the show because she was out celebrating her birthday. So happy birthday.
Oh, it's Brenda's birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. She is a Patreon supporter, too. So happy birthday, Brenda. And you got another one?
Ricky Powers commented and said he was watching the live stream from the hospital because he had his first child yesterday. Well, I shouldn't say he, his wife.
His wife had the first child.
Well, that would be news.
If he had a child.
Yeah. Not
We
only.
want him on the show.
Wait, this is great. So there's a guy.
So he's not concerned about his wife having a baby.
He's watching
just like,
us.
That's what I'm talking
Jon
about.
Reep.
What's his name?
Ricky Powers.
Ricky Powers. That's what I'm talking about. That's a good fan. She'll be fine. That's what doctors
He's
do.
like shoving the baby back up in there like, you
Yeah,
can come
don't
out
worry about
after
it.
the live stream.
Bros
I'm
before
sure.
O's.
What do we name this baby?
John.
Or could we name it Country-ish?
Yeah.
Could it be? I mean, there's all
That
kinds of
middle name?
crazy names out there today. Why not Contry-ish?
Something.
You could call it. Wait, I don't know what to say. First name could be, and then Trish.
Trish.
Cunt.
Trish.
Don't.
I don't
that.
know.
I'm sorry, Ricky.
Maybe he's already signed the birth certificate.
Yeah. Hey, seriously though, thanks for watching and congratulations on your new baby.
Yeah.
Do we know if it's a boy or girl or?
Then there's a
He
pic.
didn't say.
He didn't say.
just said first child.
Great.
Fantastic.
That's wonderful. And thank you for watching. All right, look, we got one more thing to do. And dare I say, people love this segment because there's a lot going on in the news that, is very serious. We're talking politics, pandemics, a lot of negative things in the news. And you and me, we love to find them stories that fall through the cracks, if you will, through the nooks and the crannies. And maybe a little bit more lighthearted stuff, to say. Thank you, the Alan Jackson. All right, Justin Klein, sing it for us.
We're just small town dudes with small town news, breaking stories of crimes committed you never do. Mind your P's and Q's or they'll cover you. The town may be small, but the news is huge.
All right, Sebastian, what do you have for me today?
Oh, it's a big one.
Oh, it's a big one.
It's a big one. It's a fish story.
Oh, okay.
You know how you exaggerate fish stories?
You about the band? Fish?
No.
Oh, not P-H-I-S-H.
No.
You're talking about a real fish.
A real fish.
Oh, yeah, and you're right. Fish stories, they do get exaggerated.
You know, when you catch a
over
big
the years.
fish, it gets
Yeah,
bigger
this-
and
yeah.
bigger. We have one good fish story here from South Carolina, Greenville, South Carolina.
Oh, speaking of Tommy Donovan,
Tommy probably was part of this. Sir Purr probably was out there at the lake and found this fish. We should have asked him about
We
it.
should have asked Tommy about that.
Tommy, I
Okay.
know you're watching.
Yeah.
Hit us up on that. Supersized swimmer was discovered in an electrofishing survey. We'll talk about that in just a second.
Okay.
What that is.
Yeah.
How would you like to win this goldfish at the carnival? Alan, you got a picture of this fish? Look at this goldfish.
Wait, that's a goldfish?
A goldfish.
Holy crap.
They found in the South Carolina lake.
Dude, how does a goldfish... Now, when I think of a goldfish, I'm thinking of them tiny ones that you get at the fair.
Yep.
Like
I knew you'd appreciate this fair story.
I love a good
Yeah.
fair story. But good Lord, look at the size of that goldfish.
That's a big one.
It doesn't even look like a goldfish. It's so big. I mean, it's out of context, right? Does it look to you like because the gills in the front look like tiny little legs, like it might be like a lobster or something. It looks weird, but I
It's
guess,
huge.
Yeah. Interesting. So, wow, how did that happen?
Park officials in Greenville, South Carolina, Tommy,
Yep.
Sir Purr,
Shout out.
a shout out to him, reported Monday that they found a 9-pound goldfish in Oak Grove Lake.
9 pounds.
9 pounds. Are you missing a goldfish out of your tank?
So, what, you think someone just didn't want a goldfish? Do goldfish not grow out there in the wild? Are they not in normal lakes?
So, no.
You can only get them at fairs?
Only fairs produce goldfish.
So they never really have a chance to get this big.
In a bad Walmart occasionally have a goldfish.
Right, a bad pet store.
Yeah.
9 pounds. I wonder what it's been eating.
It's been eating something good.
You think it's been eating them tiny little goldfish graham crackers? Right?
Well, wait a minute. You just said a goldfish eating. That's kind of weird.
That's like cannibalism, right? If you feed, is it cannibal? Is it wrong to feed goldfish tiny little goldfish crackers? Cheddar cheese. That's cheddar, though. You can get them in different flavors.
Goldfish eating a goldfish.
A goldfish eating a goldfish. I wonder.
That's weird.
9 pounds, dude.
9 pounds. A huge one.
What do you think that's worth?
So we did the math.
Yeah.
If this was solid gold.
Okay.
If this goldfish was solid gold, 9 pounds. If you take 9 pounds,
right,
16 ounces in a pound.
Okay.
Are you with me, Alan? Back me up on this, Alan. I
trusting
know
his-
John's math skills. He's a theater boy
I know
from state.
you're a gemologist. I know
I'm
you
a
know about
gemologist
gold.
and a minor in math degree.
Right. Well, that's
9 pounds, 16 ounces in a pound.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What's the street value of this goldfish?
Gold is at $1,850 some an ounce right now. So if this is a real goldfish, solid gold, be worth $256,000 right now.
Oh, wow. Wow.
We need to get the
We're
Greenville.
talking about $250,000 dollar goldfish if it was real gold.
If it's 24 karat.
24 karat.
I don't think
it looks, I don't know.
Maybe 18
maybe
karat.
it's a fool's goldfish.
Pyrite.
Pyrite fish.
Pyrite.
It's a pyrite. Can I say something real quick before you continue? Why do they call? They're not even gold. I mean, that's an orange fish to me. What color is that for real to you? I mean, if you look at that color, I didn't tell you that was a goldfish. You go, oh yeah, that's
That's
red,
kind of Tennessee
orange
fish, maybe a Tennessee.
Oh, it's a
Tennessee
volunteer.
It's a volunteer fish. I'm saying it's a SEC fish.
You're saying that this fish volunteered to get in that pond or
They
that
did.
lake in Greenville.
Yeah.
He's like, well, someone's got to do it, and he sacrificed himself. And now look at the size of this.
Look at the size, and that's what we're talking about. That's a big one.
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
The goldfish floated to the surface in an electrofishing test to survey the underwater population as part of a management study.
Now I've heard of this.
You tell me about it. You've heard of this.
I've heard of this.
What do you know about this electrofishing?
I didn't know it was called electrofishing.
Okay.
See, to me, that sounds like something that you would do at a rave. Right?
Well, that's phasing. Maybe
You go see fish and you're on acid. You're electrofishing. dude.
Yo.
You got the little glow sticks going. Look at that guy, dude. He's freaking electrofishing out. Look at him.
I got you. Now,
You know,
I'm with you now.
he's doing this with his gills, like a fish,
Yeah,
like he's
gills.
electrofishing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or it could sound like electrofishing. Could also sound like something that. Like how you catfish somebody. This could be like
I've been catfished, or maybe I've been goldfished.
You've been electrofished.
Probably
because you're using electronics.
Yes, that's it.
You got electrofished.
I didn't even know what happened to me. She was just bigger when I met her than I thought.
That happens, dude. That's what we start calling it. It's no longer catfishing. You're getting goldfished. Right.
We'll
That
have
makes
our
more
own new
sense.
term.
Well, I'll tell you what electrofishing is.
Okay.
And I didn't know they called it this. I've known it as telephoning. Now, and I learned this from a friend of ours who will remain nameless.
Oh.
But my young brother got invited one time when we were kids to go on one of these electrofishing outings. It's illegal to do unless you're the government, which is that's who did it.
Yeah.
Right? The Parks and Rec Department in Greenville or
For
whatever.
research.
Yeah. Yeah, they go out there, they do it. It's easier to get them. That's why they do it, because it's easier. You have to spend all day out there putting a worm on a hook and hoping you get the goldfish. No, we'll do it in 2 seconds. They basically electrocute the whole pond or whatever. So all the fish just come up like that, and they just scoop and score.
Oh, could you do it again?
They go like this. That's how they come out of the water. They're like, what are you doing down there? Hey, cut it out. But yeah, they the reason why it was called, I knew it as telephoning, was they would actually take an old antique phone, the kind that you would have to crank and hold up like that.
Really?
You're like, Sarah, get
some ampage.
Randy on the horn. Yeah. So yeah, ampage. You'd have to turn it, and that would cause electricity or whatever. You know, I'm not an electrician.
You're not an engineer, but
I'm not an engineer.
let's play one on TV.
But I just know, I don't know the terms, but I know that's what it is.
Okay.
And they would stick those cords into the water, and it would electrocute or stun, like a stun gun, to the fish, and they just float up, and they're easier to catch. Now, I guess it's illegal because if a human being happened to be in that water, it could also hurt them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what electrofishing is.
So that's how they picked this fish up.
Right.
They were like, ooh, that's a big fish. It's a big goldfish.
Right.
Wow.
Scoop and scored. Got you a
Scoop and
9-pound goldfish. Now, do you think, like, if you they put it back in the water, right?
They did. They did
Okay.
put it back in the water.
I wonder, like, has anyone ever eaten a goldfish? Or what would it taste like?
Well, I think goldfish is part of the carp family. Have you ever ate a carp?
Yeah. I've
Have
actually
you?
had carp juice before. Do you know what carp juice is?
Yeah, I remember.
We did it on the pilot episode
Yeah,
of Hickory Live.
I remember that.
You can buy carp juice. It's bait that they use to catch carp. It's disgusting. I don't think I've had carp, though.
I don't
Unless
think
it was
can you eat carp? I think
Yeah,
it's
you
nasty.
can.
It's a bottom feeder, right?
It's a bottom feeder. So it's probably not, you don't want to make sushi out of this thing. You know what I'm saying? Although it looks like it could be a good for sushi, but I heard it's not tasty.
Not tasty.
Yeah. So, and the people who do eat goldfish, it's usually like magicians or some college kid who pulls it out of a tank and just chugs it.
But they spit
They
it back
cough it
out.
back
don't
up.
they? Cough it
Yeah,
back.
yeah. Do you know that story?
Yeah, I've seen David Blaine.
David Blaine.
He can puke up like 12 goldfishes in a row.
Yeah.
But I bet you he can't puke up a 9-pound goldfish.
Yeah. Hey, David Blaine.
Look us up. We're in Greenville here.
New challenge, David Blaine. Let's see you chug a 9-pounder. Huh? Either one.
So the National Geographic notes that the size of a goldfish is usually constrained by the size of its tank. All right, so they don't get that big.
Yeah.
But the Guinness Book lists a 2-pound goldfish as the largest and 18.7 inches one as the longest.
Oh, wow.
So what are we talking about here? We're talking about.
Oh, wow.
Just like that. It's like the club.
It's like
Roy Cooper said you can't drink anymore.
Patrick Swayze's coming from
the ghost.
Hang on. We're almost finished, Patrick. We'll be up there in a minute. What was that? As I just got the light just came on. Wow. Talking about goldfish, and it just got golder up
Lord.
in here. Nothing gold can stay. You know what they say, Pony Boy. Yeah. So let's see. We'll finish this thing out here. We got.
So it's like 5 times the size of the world's record. That's amazing.
It is.
Yeah.
And they put it back in the water, and it lives to this day.
And it does.
I wonder if it's going to get even bigger.
Probably.
Because they say that the fish will get as big as whatever the environment it is in.
Exactly. If it's in a big pond.
Now, how come humans can't work this way?
Okay. What do you mean?
Well, you know, I'm not as tall as you, but we're in the same damn environment. I mean, I have the potential.
But you're getting taller, I've noticed.
Yeah?
Yeah. You're getting a lot
You know
taller.
why?
Why?
DDPY, dude.
You're doing that yoga again, aren't you?
Yeah,
You're stretching them muscles out.
Lots of stretching. I can.
I'm having a hard time taking you seriously in this T-shirt. I apologize.
That's okay. No, I'm not getting taller. I mean, I'm going to be 5'10"-ish for the rest of my life. 5'9", 5'10".
5'10".
5'10". But yeah, I'm just saying, I wish humans worked this way, like fish.
So if your ceiling was 11, like I have 11-foot ceilings in my house. That's probably why I'm
Is that what it
6'4".
is?
You have
I have the standard
8-foot
size.
ceilings.
8.
Get your ceilings taller, dude.
Maybe that's what it was.
That's it.
I grew up in a modern-sized, normal house. Had I grew up in, like, let's just say I grew up in a gymnasium or something.
Oh.
You know, where there's a lot.
You'd have been.
If I was just outdoors running wild. Thanks a lot, Mom and Dad. No, I wanted to be tall. I want to read this last part.
Okay.
It says, a man claimed to have caught a 20-pound goldfish in 2019. But a Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife resource spokesman said it was likely a butterfly koi,
not a
goldfish. Because koi also, you've seen koi.
I like how you
They're
do it.
shy.
You're koi.
You don't see them that often because they're koi.
Yeah, I got
Look
that.
at
That's
koi
nice.
fish.
Are you a
He's over-
comedian?
Koi fish is over here like this.
Yeah, I thought you was professional.
But that's not a koi fish. That is a goldfish.
That is an actual goldfish.
So the guy in Kentucky was, they said, talk to the hand. That's a koi, not a goldfish.
A shout out to the person that took the time to take the goldfish out of their aquarium and haul it down to this lake and throw it in the lake instead of flush it down the toilet.
Yeah. Yeah, that's more humane.
Thank you.
Why? That's another thing. Why are we flushing goldfish down the toilet?
It seems to be a thing.
Is the thought process that, well, it's in water.
It'll survive
work
in
its
the
way
sewer
down the pipes.
plant.
Of course, once it gets down there in a septic tank with all that other crap, can't live much longer.
Probably not.
Even though it is a bottom feeder. Nothing can really grow with it. Although, imagine if that thing turned out. What if there's another one like this and it lived in the sewers like Swamp Thing? And that fish and this fish, like that one was also the same size and they were brothers.
I think I've seen this on Scooby-Doo.
This sounds like a comic book, doesn't it? Wow. Okay. Well, what was this again?
Greenville, South Carolina.
Well, the town might be small, but the
news
was huge. Thank you, Sebastian. What a great episode.
We had a good time. The
Yeah,
lights on. We got
lights
angels
come on.
coming in.
Patrick Swayze showed up.
My Lord.
I feel like this was an extra. I mean, we almost went 2 hours on this one. But it flew by.
Yeah.
I had a great time. I want to thank you.
Yes, sir.
I want to thank everybody who watched us live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, everyone who's going to watch and listen to us later on Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts. Don't forget, you can give us a rating and a review, and it will help our podcast. So please do that. If you go to jonreep.com, you can see my next gig, if you hit tour dates, will be in Nashville, Tennessee, baby. Zany's Comedy Club, the 30th and 31st. So I'm no longer doing a show on the 29th. They moved that to the 30th. I'm now doing 2 shows on the 30th, 2 shows on the 31st. But you just show up and have a good time. That will be at Zany's Comedy Club in Nashville. Still doing cameos. You want to get somebody a good, fun little Christmas surprise from me? Go to cameo.com/Jon Reep and I'll send them a video message. You write it, I'll say it, or I'll make up some stuff, whatever you want. Yeah, Ginger Beard Man, still on Amazon Prime. Ginger Payne, still on YouTube. Get on the cruise ship. 4, Elliot the Intern. 4, Intern Isaiah. 4, the Alan Jackson. 4, Amar. Amar, I got to come up with a nickname for you. For Invisible Amar. 4, Sebastian. My name is Jon Reep. Bicycle!
Well, life on the farm is kinda laid back, but I wouldn't know that I'm from a cul-de-sac. Don't chew tobacco and I don't smoke crack. Thank God I'm country-ish. Well, a simple kind of life never did me no harm, but I do know a guy with only one arm. Keep your fancy smartphones and your self-parked cars. Thank God I'm country-ish. Well, I got a podcast that'll make you giggle. It ain't number 1, it's right in the middle. The town's not big, but it ain't too little. It's time for country-ish. Go on,
Hey everybody, it's me again. I just want to say thank you for listening or watching this podcast. You know, we couldn't do this without supporters like you. Oh wait, are you not a supporter? Well, you could be. It's real simple. Go to countryishpodcast.com. Click on the word support. That will take you to our Patreon page. That's our support page. And from there, you can support us many different ways. There's different levels. You got $5 and up. You got Pewter Pro, Rhinestone level, Executive Zirconia, all the way up to Platinum Elite, and all of them come with different rewards. We're talking hats, t-shirts, ginger beard masks, even be a guest on the show. You got to check out our Patreon page. Go to countryishpodcast.com, click on support, and thank you. You're still here. Wow. It's like you found the love of